Tonight at 9, firefighter hurt in Fairfax County. A large-scale scene where flames shot upward, damaging apartments' balconies and the roof. We've got the latest.
The power went out. I could have ended up being stuck in the elevator.
Power problems. One D.C. neighborhood again facing electrical issues during one of the hottest summer months. We've got their concerns.
And we'll see a cool down actually coming up here for a lot of us across the area, and that means lower humidities as well. But the heat is not too far around the corner.
Sending a message, loved ones seeking answers. Nearly a year after Virginia mother vanished. Their thoughts on a trial that's now delayed more than a year from now. And finding savings from your next grocery store run to fast food deals and trips to the movies. We're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. New details tonight. A firefighter was hurt after responding to an apartment fire this morning in Fairfax County. Crews were at the scene just after 4:30 on Farmcrest Drive in the Frying Pan neighborhood. When they got there, they found flames coming from the second and third floors of the building. Firefighter that was hurt taken to the hospital. They're expected to be all right, as are the other people living in that apartment building. Meantime, 7 people are without a home tonight after a fire broke out in Prince William County. There's a photo of it there on the left. Crews say that the fire happened on Trade Wind Court in Bristow, Virginia. Flames billowing from the house causing extensive damage. Reportedly, nobody hurt. 4 adults, 3 children are getting help from the Red Cross. Developing now yet another headache for families living in DC's DuPont Circle. The power reportedly out again earlier today after a large-scale outage on Thursday. That was because of a fire inside of a substation. Well, the problems seem to persist. Our Stephen Cohen has the latest from neighbors who are upset about the unreliability.
The power outages started before sunrise on Thursday morning. In this heat and humidity, it has been quite a challenge. Ashley Lund lives in a high-rise and is at wit's end, concerned about her neighbors as much as her own comfort.
People who have medical needs, people that need to refrigerate their medicine or have medical devices plugged in, or even getting to work, like they can't get out of the garage.
Neighbor Thomas Darapisa is also worried about elderly neighbors.
We have elderly people that live up in these 10-story buildings here, and they can't walk up and down these steps. They have medications that have to be refrigerated.
Adding to residents' anxiety here is that Pepco will restore power intermittently.
Turn it back on anytime you want. We're scrambling. We're scrambling. We don't even know what to expect now.
Retiree Michael Silverstein wishes there would be communication from the power company.
At 7 o'clock in the morning, bang, the power went out. I could have ended up being stuck in the elevator. We simply need to know what's going on.
Neighbors say that the advisory neighborhood commissioner has reached out, but as of yet, there are no assurances of relief. Reporting from the district, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Stephen. Check this out. A daring rescue today near the Potomac River on a popular hiking trail in Maryland with a history of emergency calls. Somebody was airlifted, hoisted by a helicopter on the Billy Goat Trail near Potomac this afternoon after a reported medical emergency. You can see Montgomery County crews sweeping in to help, working hard under what are some concerning conditions with steep cliffs on the rocks there. Now, the National Park Service says there are over 400 emergency calls and rescues each year on this trail because of the rough terrain. The Park Service advises people hiking there to do so with extreme caution. Well, thankfully, those Montgomery County crews had favorable weather conditions to get that good work done, because just 24 hours ago, Scott, at that time, it was rough and tumble with the rain here.
Yeah, it really was not good at all, but you're right. Weather was in their favor, thankfully so, and thankfully that person has been rescued and hopefully is okay. 87 degrees, overcast skies being seen out there now, but no precipitation in the forecast as we speak, and other temperatures here are pretty much into the 80s, exception being Woodstock coming in at 78 degrees. Now, with regards to temperatures overnight, We'll see them drop down just about everywhere into the 70s. We might have a few upper 60s in some of the mountainous areas of our western Maryland counties. But other than that, it'll be primarily into the 70s, and then we'll rebound into the 80s as we go throughout your Monday afternoon. Our latest radar shows that the showers that are moving in out ahead of the front are dwindling, and they're just lacking any sort of punch as they try and make it up over the mountains. And as a result, they're just petering out and dying out here, as you notice right there. A couple of them may get over some of the Blue Ridge, but with that being said, I'm not really gung-ho on seeing any showers here in D.C. as your plan, your hour-by-hour forecast shows quite nicely from 1 to 6 a.m. It's dry here with temperatures in the 70s. Ben?
All right, Scott. We've learned a Virginia woman allegedly shot and killed her ex-boyfriend yesterday. Stafford County deputies say that she called police saying she thought she shot and killed them, and that she was waiting for deputies to come to her while she called from a grocery store parking lot. The Stafford Sheriff's Office says she made that call around 12:40 yesterday afternoon from the Giant Food Store parking lot at Celebrate Virginia Parkway. After the shooting, not far away on Rocky Run Road. Deputies say they arrived to a home there and found a 31-year-old man with apparent gunshot wounds. He died on scene. That woman who made the call, detained, reportedly had the gun involved on her at the time. 32-year-old Ashlyn Blair is charged with second-degree murder and using a firearm in the commission of a felony. The victim has not yet been identified. It is also unknown what led up to that shooting. In Northern Virginia, a gathering today showing support of Mamta Kaflevat. She's the woman who was allegedly killed by her husband. She hasn't been seen in over a year. Her body has also not been found. The protest comes after news that her husband, Naresh Bhatt's trial was delayed until next fall. He's accused of killing and hiding his wife's body. He was arrested in August last year after she was reported missing. We're told evidence showed that Mamta's blood was found inside their Manassas home. Protesters today, though, held a silent protest to show their disappointment in the trial delay.
It hit me deeply as a mother that this could happen to my child. And it's horrific what happened.
We want to continue to tell the world that, we haven't forgotten Mamta, we haven't forgotten her. She's watching us. I feel like she's watching us until, she gives us justice. We have to do it.
The trial for Naresh Bhatt will now not begin until October of 2026. Well, a man was found shot dead inside a car in Prince George's County this morning. Around 11:30 a.m. on Killarney Street, police say they found the man with gunshot wounds. He died on scene. They're also investigating exactly what happened. Authorities, meantime, are looking into a deadly shooting that happened Friday in D.C. MPD says that a disturbance happened between roommates on Fort Drive in Northeast, that's near North Capitol Street, and a little after midnight. They say 41-year-old Alan Sharpshire was shot there. He died on scene. Police ruled his death a homicide. Right now, there is a reward for anyone who provides information leading to an arrest and a conviction. Developing now in Maryland, 11,000 water customers and homes and businesses can now drink their water straight from the tap again. But first, conduct a few steps. WSSC has lifted a boil water advisory. This impacted many areas of Prince George's County. Well, they issued that advisory yesterday because of a 16-inch water main break. Impacted communities included Hyattsville, Cheverly, Seat Pleasant, Capitol Heights. That break along Columbia Pike in Hyattsville. Many residents, as you'll hear here, they went to one reception location in order to pick up clean water.
Neighborhood has been banding together, just making sure that we keep each other updated as best possible, and we're just making sure that we're boiling water in the home and trying to find any stores that still have the bottled water available. So we're making it work.
And they did make it work. Again, WSSC says the water is safe to consume, but first, they say start by turning on the faucet on the lowest floor, slowly turn on the cold water sink faucet, then repeat those first two steps on each floor. Turn off the faucets after the water runs clear, and then flush refrigerator water lines as well. DC Fire is investigating an unknown leakage at a storage facility in Northeast. They responded to 5th Street yesterday. Reports of an unknown product leaking there. 2 people had to be checked out. They reported medical issues after exposure to this leak. Still no word exactly what it was. All right, there's a brand new officer ready to keep Maryland families safe. And they got 4 paws to prove it. Prince George's County Police introducing us to their latest hire with a nose for finding dangerous weapons. DC News Now's Tiger Munn shows us how Officer Kimber is a huge addition to the community.
Prince George's County Police have officers working around the clock for gun-related cases. But as of November 2024, they got a new officer on the case, and she's making an impact on all 4 paws.
Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Canines aren't new to the department, but Kimber is a special girl, being the only firearm detection canine in the department. And her impact is felt on the job and in the hearts of the office.
There's a good personal relationship, so it's, you know, they'll text, call, email, and usually whenever they call, we come. I've been with the County Police Department for a little bit over 18 years, and I've had some awesome moments on this police department. Working in homicide was very rewarding. But working with Kimber since our training started last year, this has been the most rewarding part of my career.
Kimber has been used over 55 times and has helped solve some major cases too. Police say she's trained to smell specific chemicals that only come out of recently used firearms. Officers say they just have to follow her nose.
Hey, come on, Kimber, see. She typically tells me where she wants to go with her nose, and I just follow her. If you have no idea where a firearm might be, what she can do in a house in 15-20 minutes would take investigators over an hour and a half to search.
One of her best moments, locating a weapon related to a child's death in the fall. And the police are confident that Kimber is going to have a lot more great moments. Reporting in Lanham, I'm Tiger Munn, DC News Now.
A job well done already, Kimber. A building is set to help make for safer communities in the district. WMATA is starting phase 1 for the new Bladensburg bus garage. The project brings together 3 outdated buildings into one, home to 31 maintenance bays, a body shop, paint booth, and support offices. WMATA says it'll help get people moving.
Our way to safer roadways, our way to more reliable transit options, our way to less congestion across the city is increased bus ridership. Reimagining this site not only informs ridership in DC and in Ward 5, but across the region, and I'm really proud to be a part of that.
The next phase for the project includes parking for WMATA employees. And looking ahead, WMATA is celebrating its annual Metro Fest. It's a free family fun day next Saturday, the 26th, located at the Vienna Fairfax GMU station. There'll be music, snacks, activities. Kids, check out some Metro vehicles, we're told, too. That runs from noon until 3. Up next, we are helping you stretch your dollar, just where you may save the most on this week's groceries. Time is 9:13. A live look over the district, looking mighty fine. A calm night out there. It was a warm one today. Hey, we've got some good news in your forecast to start your work week coming up.